Hello. Um, Before I carry on with the big bag making room sort out, I just wanted to tell you how I took time out yesterday because I was meant to be um, babysitting my youngest grandson, Stan, while my oldest grandson, Doug, went out with my daughter for a craft activity yesterday morning. But yesterday morning, before they went, I got a little phone call asking if I would go with him because he wanted to go and have Mopsy and Dougie time, which was so lovely. So they had been booked in to this craft session with a wonderful lady called Mel who runs a small business, a small local business called Stick the Twig. I will add a link below. Um, she's near Gretham in Hampshire, not far from this, literally 2 minutes off of the A3. If you want something completely different and lots of fun and just brings out so much creativity in your children or grandchildren, um, pay her a visit. I had the best day, not just because my grandson wanted me there with him, but the whole activity. You create these wonderful little woodland scenes, um, and it was so. You pick a basic kit, and then you have little. Um, you can select some little characters. So Doug picked. He found a little sheep, and he found a couple of little unicorns, and um, he had some little coloured toadstools and butterflies and smaller butterflies and turtles, and he had so many little things, flowers, um, grasses, little acorn cups which he made into little trees, and you get wooden, like wooden slices with the bark on, and so you could build steps and you can create platforms and you can just create a house. You can just create the little girl at the table we were sat on she created like a table and laid out almost like a tea party on the table with little bits and pieces, and it's all gluing and sticking. But to see, I wasn't doing it, I was just supervising Doug and helping him with the hot glue gun, which he got quite proficient at. He was wonderful. He listened to instruction. He was great. But to sit there and say to him, "Okay, Doug, how do you want it to look?" And he laid it all out, and he sort of had different levels moving up, and oh, all the flowers have to have a butterfly on Mopsy, he said, and he had a ball, and I had a ball helping him and watching him. And he had some great ideas, like he had his two little unicorns sat, and he said they need to have some lunch, and he found a little acorn cup, and he found some sprinkles. So he filled the acorn cup with glue and then put the sprinkles in, and then we glued that onto the platform in front of the unicorn, so it looked like they were eating rainbow sprinkles for their lunch. And so I had a lovely, lovely day yesterday. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely thoroughly enjoyed going to Stick the Twig. I want to go back there on my own without a 4-year-old in tow, because I want to make a little miniature woodland village that I can put around my tree at the back of my garden. I just had an absolute ball. It was something so totally different, very simple, very instant, because as you stick it on and you're just creating that scene. Not like sewing where you have to do loads and loads of work before you see that end product. It was very instant, so it was very gratifying. Um, but please do go and check out Stick the Twig. She does. You can hire her for birthday parties. I think she's at a few sort of summer fates and things. Um, and she does workshops at her home, which is where we were yesterday. And it was just glorious. It really was. Um, if you just want to while away a few hours just getting lost in something so delightful, then please do go and give it a go.
This is Doug's miniature woodland scene he started creating yesterday. He started building up all his layers and adding some characters. He had an absolute ball doing this. Here's his little graduation frog with his school book and his little sheep, his unicorns eating their sprinkles for lunch. He used a sparkly ribbon to create a river so the animals could all have a drink. His butterflies went on all the flowers. There's his unicorns again with a bit of candy floss. Oh, and his frog and his sheep and his toadstools. He loved the toadstools. And a buzzy bee and butterflies, of course, because we see those everywhere and he loves them. And that pale green stone at the top is a glow in the dark. So he's looking forward to a surprise for that tonight when he goes to bed. But look at it. It's just his little world in miniature. And it's lovely. I'm so proud of him.
So it was a lovely day yesterday, and um, but today I'm back at finishing my bag making room. I've made great inroads. I've had a massive clear out. There's still a few things to go through. Tomorrow I've got another day with my grandsons, both of them this time. And then after that, am, I'm saying it out loud, I am going to time lapse tidying and sorting and clearing my sewing room. I wasn't sure if I would I have the gall to show you. You can see a bit of it now. There's a bit of debris laying around. When I pack to go on a sewing retreat, I just pull things out, toss things around, shove things here, shove things there, and it just looks a bit like a bomb's gone off. So it needs sorting. So I am going to film on time lapse, clearing my sewing room, hauling out stuff that either doesn't need to be in this room because things have crept in that don't belong here. I don't know why, I don't know how, but sometimes I might walk out here with parcels that I think are fabric and I open them and it's not, it's something else I've ordered, but I just open it and I leave it. I think I'll put that away later, and it gets buried under a bit of fabric while I'm sewing, and I forget it's there and it sits there. So there are things in here that shouldn't be in here. They need to go. I need to put them back in their rightful place. There are things in here that have been sat in here since this room was done, which was 6 years ago now, 6.5 years ago now. And it, I've not touched them. I kept them. I thought, oh, that would be nice. I'll do that one day. Well, 6.5 years later, I haven't touched it. So am I going to do it? Probably not. Could a local school make use of it? Most likely. Could a craft group, a community group? I don't know. I'll find somewhere for it to go. I'm not a wasteful person, but I am going to be quite ruthless. And am I ever going to make that? Is the idea nice, but the body's not really willing to follow through? If that's the case, I'm going to look at everything very objectively, and I'm going to get rid of a lot of things. And when I've got rid of a lot of things, then I will have to sit and think, right, how have I got this room laid out the best way possible? I don't think I have. But that could just be because I've got too much in here. If there's a better way for me um, to plan this room, I need to go through my fabric. I need to be ruthless with my fabric. If I can donate some, I will. But yes, I am going to bear it all. Do I give you a quick sneak peek now? Would you like a quick sneak peek now? Do I bear my shame for you? I might. I might just do it. Let's see. Look, as you come in the door, I have got trolleys with bits on. I've got shelves with bits on. I have desks. I've got, look, bits everywhere. This is all things I've been unpacking and moving out of my bag making room. These are my bobbin boxes for the 2 machines in here. They were in my bag room. They didn't need to be in there. So I've just brought them out here. I bring things out here and I dump it on the desk. I'm like, I'll just shove it there. I'll sort it out later. Well, later hasn't come along. Look at this. This machine is fairly clean and tidy because it's the one I use. Whoops. It's the one I use the most at the moment. My ironing table full of debris. Look at my cutting table. Look at the shocking state that is. As I cut a bit, as I've cut something or used something, I've just tossed and tossed it up there, and I need to do that. I need to go in all these cubby holes down here. There's stuff in them that has probably been in there for the last 4 years, and I'm not touching. I'm not using. So ruthless. I have to be ruthless. I've got to get rid of it all. Storage shelves. Yeah. Those boxes will be going soon because I have a surprise coming. Well, it's not a surprise, I know about it. But I need to sort out all my shelf and go through all this fabric and work out. And look, a load of it has ended up piled up on the floor as I've pulled stuff off and things have fallen off the shelf. I'm just like, oh, I'll come back to that. Here's my baby, my embroidery machine. I'm saying goodbye to her. Not for any bad reasons, honestly, not for any bad reasons. She is amazing. I love her to bits. I need to figure out how to, I've obviously got to wipe all the saved projects and things I've put on there because I'm selling her. But look at my PC desk. Look at debris here. It's shocking. And then this corner just ends up a dumping ground. So that is my shame. That is my shame. That is it's a mess. It's an absolute mess, and I can't work in it. So I need to clear it. It can't look any worse than it does now, but I am sad to be saying goodbye to Maud, my embroidery machine. She's wonderful. I've loved her. I still love her. She's a great machine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with her. But I am upgrading to a new machine. So Maud has to go. I can't keep 2. So Maud is going. I will be selling Maud. If anyone is interested, let me know. I will be without an embroidery machine for a little while until the new one comes. But I have my Quilt 97. I love this machine. I really love this. I love all of my machines, but I really like this one for sewing and piecing. So yeah, that's me. Busy time. Not a lot of sewing. It will be going on, but there will be lots of sorting and clearing And you've all seen it now. You've seen it for what it is. I hope it makes you feel better about your sewing spaces at home. You're probably all far neater and tidier than me. But hey, we all work differently, don't we? Please don't judge me. It is what it is.